important that we just go for a topic or you just explore, like for yourself, because doctor and like tech.
Yeah, it doesn't really go together. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, so it depends what the goals are, I think. So basically every YouTube growth person I've ever spoken to says niche is good,
Correct,
broad is bad. But then there's also a balance between that's technically what you should do if you care about growth. But also there's the artistic side of things of actually I want to do what I want and it's a hobby and I want to have fun. So I think it's a balancing act between those two things. So generally when people ask me that question, the question I always ask is, okay, what are your goals for YouTube or for whatever your thing is? Like, what are we trying to do here? Are you trying to have fun or are you trying to make a business? And which one is more important? Because we all want to do both, right? But like, if building a business is more important than having fun, then niching is probably the way forward. But if having fun is more important than building business, then do what you want. You know, you can figure out a way to make it all work. For me, it's sort of in the middle somewhere, but like business, probably a little bit more. Oh, sick. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. I've never had a cricket top before. Incredible. Thank you. This is sick. Huh?
Make a video on productivity on cricket.
Productivity on cricket, yeah. What we can learn from Shoaib Akhtar or something like that. So when I first discovered YouTube, it would have been like 2006, 2007, like everyone else did. But the genre of videos I thought I wanted to make was actually music videos. I followed a bunch of channels like Sam Tsui and Hugo Schneider and the community of YouTube cover artists, mostly based in America. And I had this dream that, hey, one day I'm gonna learn to play lots of different musical instruments and I've got friends who can sing and we're gonna make these like amazing music videos together. And for a few years, like on and off, I tried making a video here and there and it just never quite worked. I never gave it the commitment or the consistency. And in fairness, I didn't really have any unfair advantages in the space to actually make music videos because I knew nothing about music, I knew nothing about video production. But then I kind of accidentally stumbled into the educational niche because before starting the channel in 2017, I kind of assumed that to be a YouTuber, you have to have a really big personality and be very charismatic and very engaging and very entertaining. And because those were a lot of the entertainment channels that were blowing up at the time. But then I actually came across this other creator who I'm now friends with. His name is Simon Clark, and he was the original kind of university vlogger in the UK. He studied physics at Oxford University, and he vlogged his process of doing that. And I watched some of his vlogs, and he was not charismatic or entertaining or loud or big. He was just a nerd. He was a nerd like me, and he was documenting his journey and making educational content about what it's like doing a physics degree. And you know, he would do shots of him like singing in the choir and like going to his lectures and doing his like tutorials. And I found that really inspiring because, you know, Simon Clark had over 100,000 subscribers at the time, and it showed me that you can succeed on YouTube without having a huge personality, which I, certainly don't. And so that's what kind of got me into making educational content. And you know, I made a few vlogs here and there as well, but I realized it's when I make a video talking about something, teaching something I'm already reasonably good at, like how to get into med school, how to do interviews, how to prepare for exams. Those topics were really resonating with the audience because people do look to YouTube as being an educational resource. And I think back in the day, YouTube was maybe more an entertainment platform, but nowadays, like, I don't really watch YouTube for entertainment. I watch it almost entirely for educational reasons. And there's a huge audience out there that is interested in being educated on YouTube. And so I thought, you know what, let's go for this. And things just evolved along the way. The way I think of a stream of income, it's basically creating an asset that then generates cash over time. So for example, if we want to use this analogy, then every single YouTube video that we make is a stream of income because you're putting the effort into creating the video once, and then you're putting it out there, and then the algorithm and the platform and the audience is then doing all the work for you, and then you're theoretically making money while you sleep. And so I've got 500 plus videos on my channel now. All of those are streams of income. I've got like 15 or 18 online courses in various platforms on Skillshare, on my own website. Those are all different streams of income. We've got like 10, 11, 12 affiliate deals, which we plug in various places. Those are all streams of income. And we're also working on more of our own courses, more of our own products. We've got a stationery line. I'm working on a book. All of these are ultimately streams of income. But I think the really cool thing about content is that it is that sort of thing where you do the work once and then you've got the stream of income, which is hopefully, making you a few dollars here and there for the next several years. And if you can rack up several hundred of those, then suddenly you've got an interesting business on your hands. Right, so we've had morning of day 2. It's actually been really sick. It was, I felt a bit groggy in the morning, kind of running on fumes with lack of sleep. But overall, I'm so glad I got up. The interview with the NAS Academy people or the NAS Daily people was really nice. They asked like really good questions, and the production value was sick, and they were very friendly and nice, so that was fun. And then spent the next 3 hours or so. Oh, hello. What do you reckon? How does this sound? Is it reasonable or is it dead? And then we spent the next few hours or so just like chilling in the lobby of the conference, meeting up with, I think probably maybe like 40 people, 50 people, something like that. And it was sick. Like there were creators of all different sizes and different experiences. There were the complete beginners. There were the people who had not even started YouTube channels yet, who were like, yeah, I've been thinking about it for a few years and this conference has given me the push that I needed. That was super cool. People who were kind of fairly early on in their journey, you know, a few tens of videos, a few hundreds of subscribers, that kind of thing, where the questions were a bit different. They were asking things like, how did you manage the time to like do all the videos while working full time or while being a student, or this kind of stuff, which was super cool. And then there were also a few creators I met who were sort of bigger than I was. Like, you know, there was this really cool lady who's like 4 million subscribers, finance channel. Met this guy who's got a 7 million subscriber like education and current affairs channel, a 1 million subscriber travel vlog that he does with his wife. It was just like super inspiring. There were these two creators, one from Ghana, one from Nigeria, who do like incredible content themed around like stuff for the African audience. And it was just sick. And the sort of conversations with those guys were a bit more like kind of higher level, like strategy, like how do you think about CPMs? How do you think about like long form content versus short form content? How do you think about like, you know, evergreen content versus current affairsy kind of sort of seasonal content? Yeah, it was just so good. And one of the things I really liked about it was kind of essentially putting faces to what is otherwise a mass of, you know, hundreds of thousands or millions of people, where you just don't really feel a sense of connection to it. And actually, to tell you the truth, in fact, where are we going? We're trying to go to the Burj Khalifa, which is, can we see it? Where's the Burj Khalifa? No idea. Let's have a look. The little Google map. Like Burj Khalifa.
The millions of people.
Yeah, putting in that way direction. Yeah, putting a face to millions of people, which was really cool, because to tell you the truth, I've been feeling it in a little bit of like a, you know how there's like that sine wave of like feelings about a YouTube channel or about business that like, and I've been in a bit of a trough where I was like, oh, I feel like content's not very inspiring. I feel like we're kind of doing the same thing that we've done since like 2019, etc., etc. But it's a bit weird for me to think like that, because like every video that we do still gets like hundreds of thousands of views, and that's hundreds of thousands of people who are genuinely watching the stuff. Thousands of comments, people who are actually engaging with the stuff seem to like it, and also this huge amount of people that never leave comments on YouTube videos, because that's like a objectively strange thing to do, but who still benefit from the content. And so it's been really cool seeing people in real life saying stuff like, oh my god, I've been watching your channel for the last 4 years, or I discovered your channel recently and you pushed me, and you know that was the push I needed to start a YouTube channel, or that was the push I needed to start my business. There was even a guy who said that my stuff a year ago basically gave him the confidence to quit medical school, so he dropped out of medical school in Canada and is now kind of creating Arabic content with like 4 million subscribers. That's pretty sick. Although I probably don't want to encourage people to leave medicine, that's not the vibe. And so what's been nice about that is actually kind of appreciating that there are real people on the end of this, and that I should essentially kind of not worry about the numbers too much. I think there's an extent of thinking about numbers that's useful, but I find that the more I think about numbers, the less happy I get, broadly speaking. And if I can just think in terms of, you know, is this a video that would be useful to someone, then it probably will be useful to thousands, if not tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people, even if it is not a video that's useful to millions of people or that millions of people watch. Because I think it's very easy, as you grow on YouTube or any of these like platforms, as you grow a business, to hedonically adapt to kind of the numbers and then think, oh, if a video didn't do at least 1 million views in the first month, it's a shitty video. But obviously that's not true. It does impact real people. And so, yeah, just basically that. It's been so cool seeing people in real life who are also kind of creators, / wannabe creators. Yeah, just great stuff. Great vibes all around. So glad we came to here. And now we are en route to the Burj Khalifa, which is the tallest building in the world, where there is this other like creator investor type lunch, which is being hosted by CrowdPad, who is a kind of crypto-themed company that I have invested in. And so I'll be meeting some of their team and a few other creators and a few investors. And it's free food, so always down for free food. Now we need to figure out where we're going, and we'll see you there. Okay, perfect.
So it's up to you if you want to sit, meanwhile go from the audience to the stage, or you want to go from backstage.
Can I go from audience to stage?
Can.
Can we watch these next two speeches?
Can. I'll do one thing, I'll arrange
Yeah.
your mic up
Oh,
first.
perfect. Yeah, fantastic.
And you can sit in the audience then accordingly.
Perfect. Love it. Cool. Thank you. Cheers. Alrighty, it's day three of the NAS Summit. I'm about to give my talk in about 40 minutes, but we've got a couple of speakers before then, so I'm just going to blitz through my slides, make sure I know what I'm going to be talking about, and then enjoy some of the talks at the conference with a little bit of coffee and some orange juice. Fresh your day. Good stuff.
When you are on stage.
Okay, cool.
Nobody's like,
So if I'm in the bathroom or something.
Oh my god, this talk is like so bad.
Yeah.
Oh my. And then once you are off, like once you're walking off, then it will
Yeah.
they will turn it off.
Okay, got
so
it.
if you have like one last minute,
Yes.
last thing to say, make sure that you are still on the stage.
Yeah.
If you
Okay.
have something to hype up the crowd.
Got it.
Because they're going to turn it off.
Nice.
Cool.
Love it.
Excited?
Yeah. I've never won one of these before. This is so exciting.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You've been like doing so many things.
I know. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I really kind of blew up during the pandemic, so no one really invites me to fancy conferences where I have to wear one of these gizmos.
You went
This is
to
cool.
the mics?
Yeah, this is for the vlog.
Yes.
So
Yo.
You want to come on stage?
Yes, please, if that's okay.
So sit here at the side.
Yeah, fantastic.
Give it up, everybody, for the most productive man on YouTube, Abdaal!
Hey. That was kind of awkward. I have the clicker in my hand. Hello, everyone. How's it going? Can you hear me? Fantastic. All right. It is wonderful to be here. This is very exciting. Can I just get a show of hands? Hands up if you are a creator, if you have already started creating something on the internet in some capacity. If people are clicking on the video and people are watching the video and enjoying it and hitting subscribe button and coming back for more, then the algorithm is gonna follow that. The algorithm follows the preferences of users. And so if you could make 7 really good evergreen videos every single week, that would absolutely skyrocket your channel. If you're making 7 shitty videos every week, it's not going to do anything, right? I'd rather make 1 good video a week than 7 crappy videos a week. But like, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Again, it's big. It depends. So if I started making 10 videos a week, it would be a bit weird because I already have an established audience. It's not what they're expecting. At 2,000 subscribers, you don't have much of an established audience already. So most of your growth in education will probably come from long tail evergreen videos. Like these days, we get most of our views from videos in the back catalog. Like very few people comparatively watch the latest upload. But loads of people are watching evergreen content in the back catalog because it's evergreen. Like seasonal stock market up, stock market down content tends to be spike and then zero. Whereas evergreen content that people are always coming back to, potentially even that people are searching for, or that people would click if it's in recommended in browser or suggested videos, would be how I would do it. All right, so that was the Dubai trip. Pretty fun day, really fun doing that talk at the NAS Summit. Big shout out to everyone on the NAS Summit team for inviting me over and for being so gracious. Thank you, Nasser. Thank you, Aline. It was really nice meeting the other creators as well. And we just spent the rest of that evening hanging out with Sheen, filming a Woke Wednesdays video for Sheen's channel. Link down below if you want to check it out. We went to a restaurant at the top of the Burj Khalifa, which was pretty reasonable. And we just hung out, had a bit of a chat, had a bit of a catch up. And Sheen is going to come back to the UK next month, I believe. So we'll be doing a little reunion in the UK then. But yeah, thank you so much for watching the vlog. If you got this far, would love for you to leave a comment about what you'd like to see in future vlogs, what sort of stuff you're into. This video is a bit long, like 15 plus minutes. We're not really sure. It kind of feels a bit weird doing a vlog because it's like, does anyone actually care? And how much should I just be kind of saying stuff and documenting my life versus kind of thinking about what brings value to the audience? So yeah, I'd love to hear from you in the comments if you've gotten this far. Thank you for watching. About what you'd like to see in future vlogs and what you liked maybe about this one and how, any advice on how we can improve the vlogs. But yeah, if you like this video, then here is a more playlist of more vlogs on the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.